Venice from chowing down. Freedom of speech. Fuck his eyebrow when they never hear us speak. Though we scream out loud. For crying out loud, they want us silent and quiet. Break us down, we get up. Call us victims of society. We sell drugs, so they label us thugs. Killing each other all along. We've been fighting the wrong rivalry. Message gets distorted when they pigeonhole us and force us to riot. Now they can't silence the violence. All you smell is tear gas, ear shots and silence. Smoke clear, all you see is sons dying, mothers crying. Hell on earth, we all in the pot frying. We draw the line, which side do you align with? The disenfranchised, living in the last times. Long as our message heard, then we truly can't die. Devils try to infiltrate us, sending instigators. Pull up to the protest, piles of bricks waiting. Trying to build community like bricklayers. Bullshit democracy, president dictating. We impatient, ain't waiting for change. They trying to segregate us, put us in our place. Discrimination, try to keep us in chains. Yelling all lives matter, but that shit ain't the same. You sound stupid as fuck and only throwing fuel on the flames. You know what that does? It sets the world ablaze. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices.
We work against the forces.
We work against the forces.
You know what I'm saying?
Hear our voices so they make
That's Bogart Scott Free. And shout out to my man, Mr. Epic. Shout out to Prime One, produced that thing, you know what I'm saying? HMNG, we coming, you know what I'm saying? A lot of new music's dropping. That one's not available just yet. It is on my page, you know what I'm saying? But that one's going through the process. We're waiting for the publishing to come back on that one. You know what I mean? We just, you know what I'm saying, raising some awareness, you know what I'm saying, about the fuck shit that goes on with you know what I'm saying, with these polices and these crooked ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn hating on these black lives, man, because black lives matter, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all you motherfuckers yelling all lives matter, you bitch ass motherfuckers. Shut up for life. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah, man. And then me coming from, you know, the Marine Corps background, you know, me being a veteran, I understood exactly why Colin was taking that knee. I hated the fact that people were twisting this whole thing into like, oh, it's disrespectful towards the military. No, it's not, bro. You guys are twisting the whole conversation now. You guys don't want to have that real conversation. And look what it ended up coming out to. At the end of the day, look at what's going on in this country. Why? Because people want to disregard the real truth. Don't disregard it. If you don't know about it, read up on it and listen. There's a big problem in this country, in America, and people need to open their eyes. And it's been far too long, bro. Black Lives Matter. At the end of the day, we stand with you, no doubt.
Yeah, man. And you know what, man? Also, man, thank you for your services, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you said, like he said, Playmakers. You know, he fought for a cause, so he knows what. You know what people stand for when they actually say it. Like, it's not even like it was we needed to read between the lines with Cap. He was literally telling us what he was doing, and then people, especially the media or powers that be, they try to twist narratives. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But you know what though? That you know, we're gonna move on to these receivers. Go ahead. You know what? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and let my special guest host pop this thing off again.
All right, for sure. We're going to get it popping. We're going to get it cracking. Let's get it. Michael Thomas off first. Devontae Adams second. Tyreek the Freak Hill, Cheetah number 3. Julio Jones number 4. D-Hop Nuke at number 5. And then, bear the fuck down, baby. Allen Robinson. I got him at number 6. Let's go. Let's go. So, I think. Look, the top 5, I feel like they're almost interchangeable for the most part, in my opinion. Let me just get with Allen Robinson, and let's talk about A-Rob, the job that he gets done time and time again. He's always facing the best cornerback, his opposite side him. And he's always got one of the worst quarterbacks in the game throwing to him, and he still comes out on top, man. That's just what he does. He finished number 8 last year, 154 targets, 98 catches, 7 touchdowns. Dude was balling out with one of the worst offenses in the league. Matt Nagy didn't know how to call plays. Trubisky didn't know how to throw the ball. that accurately. And
Chase
get the
Daniels is
offense
actually
moving.
probably the best passer last season for Robinson. Because Chase Daniels knew, listen, I'm just going to throw it at my best guy.
Yeah, exactly, man. And you know what? A-Rob, he gets the job done with a bad quarterback.
The mob.
If Big Dick Nick could come here and do Big Dick Nick things,
Yeah,
the Bears are
man.
going to take off, and A-Rob is going to be up there. I have him number 6, like I said. Go ahead with your 6, Bogey.
Okay, so, in true Smokey Bogey fashion, we have a little bit of a mashup here, but I'm popping off with my man Frankenstein, Michael Thomas, because he definitely has the tallest head in the game, so I call him Frankenstein. Then I go with Nuke Skywalker, you know what I'm saying? Got Julio. Then I got Adams Family at 4th. Got Players Galladay at 5th.
Love it.
And then I got my man Chris Godwin, because he has God and win in his name to close up that top 6. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's discuss we don't really need to get into Michael Thomas, because that's kind of self-explanatory. But and I know you got Adams 2nd. I have Adams behind Julio, and I have Nuke Skywalker above both of them. The reason I have Nuke Skywalker there is because people are telling me, well, aren't you fucking worried? We haven't seen him with Kyler Murray and this and that. I'm like, no, you mean Kyler Ren. And he's Nuke Skywalker. And it's the new empire. You know what I'm saying? And with 540 pass attempts and not even being that efficient with those 540 pass attempts for a rookie Kyler Ren. Now you give him a true number 1 threat, a young one, because maybe in Fitzgerald's younger years he was a true number 1 threat, but now he's solidified as just a slot guy. You know what I mean? A veteran presence. Now you got Nuke Skywalker there. And bro, I have Kyler Murray. I have him projected to have 600 pass attempts as a floor. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So, I mean, and I can remember when people were saying like, well, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen them together. But, bro, before Deshaun Watson, Nuke Skywalker was killing the game with shit quarterbacks. I mean, Brian Hoyer, goddamn TJ Yates, goddamn Tom Macho Man Savage.
It's the fucking worst.
Oh my God, they're Case Keenum even. Like these guys.
Mitch Trubisky-esque. That's pretty much it. Mitch Trubisky-like.
Yeah, that's why I'm even excited for your man A-Rob the Mob to maybe he can get Nick in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then I have Julio. I have Julio over Adams Family because, I mean, it's Julio. You know what I mean? like, and it's Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter was actually there with Julio in his rookie outing. You know what I mean? And like, it's gonna.
Matt Ryan won an MVP that year, I think.
No. That was the Shanahan.
Or was it a year after?
That was the Shanahan year. Yeah, and that was the second year under Shanahan. Because I also have a theory
I thought Cutter was there for some reason.
Now Cutter was the head coach. He was the head coach in 2015 by this time with the Bucks, and that he was there when they drafted Winston. And like, but here's the thing: is like Cutter, the pass to run ratio is going to be lopsided, and like he's just going to be a benefactor there. Granted, I know like Hayden Hurst, in that system, the tight end is going to demand like anywhere from 12 to 15% of the target market share, but still, Julio's Julio, man. Like with all these weapons around. And even with the threat of Todd Gurley there, maybe the name value alone, they'll respect it to a degree. I'm just saying, yeah. Julio, I mean, this is why I have Julio over Adams, because Adams, no matter what people think, the Green Bay is a run-first team. So we're going to need to depend on efficiency. I know Adams missed a significant amount of time last year, and people want to prorate, well, if he played 16 games and you do the 16-game pace, I get that, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying Devin Funchess or Alan Lazard are any kind of threat, but they still exist. And like, I mean, Aaron Rodgers knows he's gonna pass it to his best guy, but 25 pass attempts a game is pretty much Aaron Rodgers' ceiling right now. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna put like 6 to 7 of those pass attempts going to the running back position. It's not all gonna go to Aaron Jones, but there still is Jamal Williams, who gets active also in the passing game out of the backfield. I'm factoring all these things in. You know what I mean? But their defense is trash. So we might see more games where they're playing from behind, or even that defense can't stop the run. So they might be battling for time of possession or even playing from behind and needing to pass a lot more. So that would trump my Adams take, and just skill wise too. Skill wise, to be honest, at this age that Adams is in, I would put him over Julio if I was just going to pick who I think is a better receiver at this point. But situation wise, it had me putting Julio above him. I got Kenny Golladay at 5th.
Love it.
Because you know what, bro? Like, the more and more I looked at it, it's just like Kenny Golladay is another example of like just a guy, like, it doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball, and now you're gonna have Stafford back, and you have the threat of a better run game with Swift. You know what I mean? It's gonna open it up more for Golladay and their secondary. Yes, they drafted Okuda, the Barracuda. But I mean, and then you have Rashad Melvin over there, who's predominantly like a nickelback, like not a nickelback, a nickel corner. I don't really believe in the Matt Patricia defense. I think it's all reputation of him coming from Belichick. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be playing from behind a lot. You know what I mean? And his volume, the volume he's going to get, and that it's going to be greater than last year, because last year, extremely efficient. He barely had any volume, to be honest. Kenny Golladay?
Yeah, he only had 116 targets. That's one of the lowest amount of targets out of the top dogs that finished. He finished number 9, too, on top of that.
Yeah.
With just 116, he balled the fuck out. Everybody else, you're looking at 150, 130 targets.
Yeah. And now you bring back a field stretcher like Marvin Jones Jr. You know what I mean? You bring him back. It's not, who you're going to have to dedicate a safety up top for someone, because, Golladay is the possession guy. He is the guy they're going to move around the field. You know what I mean? So that's why I have him at 5th. I have Chris Godwin, and this one will be quick. He has God and win in his name. Boom. Drop the mic. People are worried about him being that guy, like, oh, well, he's going to be out wide more now. You know what I mean? Because Bruce Arians came out and said, they're going to run more 12 personnel. Like, listen, the team that ran the most 12 personnel last year was the Eagles, because they have Goddard and Zach Ertz. You know what I mean? And let me add, Goddard has God in his name. But anyways, I mean, I think they ran it like at 50%, you know what I mean? Or 49%. I can't remember the exact numbers, but listen, they're not going to be anywhere close to that. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like, there's going to be third down situations where Godwin's going to find himself in the slot. We know how much Tom Brady loves targeting whoever's in the slot. And Godwin is just dope as a player, like, talent-wise. And then you give him a better passer like Tom Brady. And historically, in Bruce Arians' system, whether it was Emmanuel Sanders with the Steelers, or whether it was Larry Fitzgerald in his old-ass years with the Arizona Cardinals, whoever's in that slot is going to eat tremendously. And Chris Godwin did that last season. So I don't really buy into the coach speak when it comes to Bruce Arians. You know what I'm saying? Talking about we're going to run a lot of 12 personnel. I mean, I think they will, but not like, it's not going to affect Godwin.
Maybe. No, I think Godwin is probably one of the biggest benefactors, man, with the Tom Brady coming to the team. Because Jameis, like you stated earlier, that dude, 30 picks. And don't get me wrong, I had Jameis in fantasy. I loved it. I actually loved
him throwing all those picks.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, I loved it because I knew more points were coming the other way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely see your point to that. I love Godwin there. I'm not mad at it at all. Can't be, man. Yeah. So, let me hold on, man. I just lost my damn place.
No, man. Take your time, man. I'm pouring up a shot.
Here we go. All right, let's go with number 7 through 12. I got Kenny Golladay with his smooth routes. I got it coming in. Then I got Chris Godwin at number 8. Number 9, I got my guy DJ Moore. Yes,
I love
DJ Moore at number 9. Number 10, we're gonna do the Dirty Bird again. I got Calvin Ridley.
I really love that.
This year
that is
at
gold.
Number 10. Mike Evans, I got at number 11. And AJ Brown, I got him at number 12. So, let's go. Let's break this down a little bit. Kenny G, And we were talking about that he didn't have that many targets last year. But I just want to let you guys know what he did with Stafford. In 8 games with Stafford, he had 35 catches, 521 yards, 7 touchdowns. In a full year, that would have came out to 70 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 14 tutties. He would have been top 3 for sure. So with Matthew Stafford, he had 6 touchdowns. Without him, he had 5. To me, that still means that he's a red zone goal line threat no matter what, whoever's throwing him the ball. So his role doesn't change when it comes to that. Next guy up after Kenny G, I got Chris Godwin. You hit it on the head. You know, a lot of weapons. I don't mind a 12 personnel. I feel like either way, Godwin's going to be on the field a lot.
I can remember his rookie year even when he was lined out wide more than, because remember they had Adam Humphries that year.
You're right. He was.
He still was ball. He was flashing. He was that rookie year was the whole reason why I was on him 2018 even. Why the whole reason why I was on him 2019. Like, he's phenomenal, dude. Like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you got to pick up on those things. If you see those flashes as a rookie year, second year, don't be afraid to get him. You know, jump up a little bit. You know, against these other guys that are proven. Like Larry Legend, he's proven at what he is. He's going to be a nice safety blanket. But if you project somebody higher, like a Deontay Johnson, you know, this year, you know what I mean? Like, don't hesitate to take somebody that has a higher ceiling later on in the draft.
It's true.
So, okay, so we got Godwin. We got DJ Moore, who produced last year at a high clip. And with one of the worst quarterbacks again. You talk about a Kyle Allen. That guy was missing everybody left and right. That dude had no consistency in his game. DJ Moore came in. He ended up finishing number 16 with 87 catches and only 4 touchdowns receiving. So he balled out. Bad chemistry with that QB. And now you added Teddy Bridgewater this year, who's more consistent, who's going to be able to find him, who is just more accurate and looks more comfortable in the pocket. So I love DJ Moore. Right there, for sure. And I lost my fucking place again, of course. I think DJ Moore was number 9. Number 10, Calvin Ridley with the Atlanta Falcons. Mm-hmm. Matt Ryan. They're going to be throwing the ball 600-plus times. Todd Gurley only opens things up. I feel like they're going to be airing it out.
And Ridley, they put Ridley in the slot if it's not the tight end, right? And if and when he's out wide, a lot of single coverage. A lot of single coverage.
And Julio he faces the number 1 DB
all the time.
And that gives Ridley the advantage for sure. So I love Ridley. This is gonna be a big year for him, almost like a Chris Godwin type of year where he takes that next step. So that for me, he's one of the guys that stands out, him and DJ Moore. Then I got Mike Evans, number 11. He's still going to get his touchdowns. More accurate quarterback is going to help out. Number 12, A.J. Brown. Again, I feel like Tennessee, they signed Ryan Tannehill to that long-term deal for a reason, and it's not just to hand off the ball. He's going to have to throw the ball, too. A.J. Brown's going to be there. A.J. Brown's going to eat. Love him at number 12.
And let's go with your guys, he's gonna get a lot. A.J. Brown is going to get a lot of single coverage. And that's the worst thing to do, because they're going to try to load the box, or they're going to keep a spy for Tannehill, because, you know, every so often he turns into Tanner Wheels. Bro,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, real quick, before I get to my second set, bro, A.J. Brown, he's like newer, better Anquan Bolden.
Yeah, man, and he's built like a freak, too.
That's what I'm
straight
saying.
Up.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
A beastie of a beast, man. After the catch, just like better, younger, bigger, badder. Anquan Bolden. That's when I see him on the field, I'm like, damn, this is what Anquan Bolden would have been if he was on roids, like during the game.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Okay, so check this out. This one, to pop this one off, I have the Freak Hill. I got Tyreek the Freak. And,
a little low, man.
Yeah, and it is crazy because his per game basis sucks. I just feel like he has these big outings, and mind you, I'm projecting this as in a full 16 stretch. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna have like the more and more rapport that him and Patrick Mahomes have, and like there's so much speed on that field, and at the end of the day, no matter how much speed is on that field, he's still the fastest guy. You know what I mean? And low key runs the full route tree, bro.
Hell yeah!
This is why I have him as high as I have him. I won't need to elaborate so much because really I can just say he's connected to Patrick Mahomes and bro, I don't think this thing's gonna stop anytime soon. That's painful for me to say. You know what I mean? Like what they got going on right now. You know what I mean? And like the rest of the league's gonna be trying to copy them. And anyways, okay, so then we'll move on. Then I got my man.
They're stacked. They're stacked.
Yeah, they are, man. And I mean, look at you're gonna have Hardman. Look at their 3 wide receiver sets alone: Hardman, Hill, and Watkins. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? And then you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire and or Damian Williams, and they all run 4.4 at least, bro. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
And then Kelsey too, just a mismatch nightmare, bro.
For real, dog.
Crazy.
Yeah, not even to mention Kelsey, who's the only one who doesn't run a 4.4, but he ran a 4.5 in his heyday. But it don't matter. They don't need to depend on his speed because he'll still find himself running wide open up the seam because all the attention is just everywhere. Then with the threat of Patrick Mahomes taking off as well. But either way, so I move on to A-Rob the Mob. You know what I'm saying? You know the
Bear
mob.
down, baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bear down. Man, you already made all the valid points that I totally agree with. I wanted to have him higher, but it's also just the fact of Trubisky might be in there for a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard.
Trust me, I get it. Trust me.
Yeah. And then I'm moving on. Oh shit! Now I lost my place. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, here we are. Here we're back. A-Rob the Mob. Then I go on to my man, 2 girls, 1 cup. Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, Cooper Kupp he's another one of those unicorns, man. The gritty white boy at receiver. Last year he took a drop off. He took a massive drop off as soon as they went to more 12 personnel and we started seeing Higbee in that slot more than often. And you know what I mean? And Cooper Kupp, he shines in that slot. But they're still gonna run a good amount of 3 wide receiver sets. Cooper Kupp is a red zone threat. He got that rapport with my man, not my man, but as I like to call him, Jared from Subway. You know what I mean?
Yep, Jared Goff.
Yep, and goddamn it, Cooper Kupp has some of the best hands in the game. I then moved on to DJ Moore, who I actually don't have a nickname for, but I will say we want more of DJ Moore. You know what I mean? We want more touchdowns. We want more everything, bro. And like when I looked at the ADOT of Teddy Bridgewater, it's in that shorter realm. His average ADOT is in that shorter realm, and that's where DJ Moore shines because he's a yak master.
Yep.
He's a yak master. You got all these field stretchers on the outside. Because Curtis Samuel is a field stretcher, even though they used him in like gadget fashions. Then you got my man Robbie Anderson, the string bean. He out there. He's gonna be stretching that thing. You also have the threat of Christian McCaffrey, obviously being another unicorn, just phenomenal in the passing game. We're gonna see more DJ Moore. You know what I mean? And mind you, I had him all the way up at 18 at one point, and I bumped him all the way down to where I have him now. Next up, I got the pooper scooper, Amari Cooper. I really, Doug, he's another one of those ones I can move him down as far as outside of 24 if I wanted to be a dickhead. Because he either shows up or he doesn't, man. But like,
exactly.
I'm going to act like he's going to be healthy. You know what I mean? And like when he is healthy, he's balling. You know what I mean? You give him the targets, he's balling. Yes, they have a lot of more weapons there. But I will say, if he's that Jordy Nelson type, if they're going to use him like they used Jordy Nelson with Mike McCarthy there, he's going to be the touchdown leader. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be that guy. Because I'm looking at the system-wise. Then I close my setup with the first real shocker. My man, Terry McLaurin, the Scottish lad, the laddie. And so, real quick, the reason I love him too much. And matter of fact, Hussein the Brain, he actually politely shitted on my take. And so let me elaborate. So Terry McLaurin runs a 4.3, great hands, great route runner. And when I say great hands, he actually catches the ball with his hands. Some people are body catchers, some people are back shoulder fade motherfuckers. It don't matter with this guy. He's going to catch the ball with his hands. And I say this to say because he's going to need to have that skill set with someone like Dwayne Haskins throwing on the ball. Now you might ask me, Bogey, you're fucking crazy. Or no, are you fucking crazy? And I would say, yes, I am fucking crazy, right? But that secondary is going to be completely trash. I know you're gonna now team up Chase what's his name? Chase Young. In that front seven, you're gonna tag team him with Foster and Merriweather. Is Merriweather still there? Either way, that front seven's gonna be a lot better, but that secondary is still gonna be trash. You're still gonna have Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, in my prediction, he's gonna be doing his best Jameis Winston impression next year. He's gonna be a guy throwing a ton of picks, putting them in bad situations. Terry McLaurin with his skill set, and then you couple it with the volume he's about to get. Like, I'm not scared of any of these other receivers in that receiving core. It's all Terry McLaurin. He's gonna score touchdowns. Maybe I'm too bullish putting him up in the top 12, but this is where I stand right now. You know what I mean? And
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I mean, he's the lead dog on that team.
Yeah.
So why not?
And we're gonna get him in like this, the back of the 5th, early 6th type of shit. You know what I mean? I'm loving that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but to go back to what Hussein the Brain said when he shitted on me, he politely shitted on me though, which I love because he made me better. But he said, man, I don't like looking at it like that. I know there's secondary, I don't really. He said like this. I don't really factor those things in. You know what I mean? But I do. I actually do. You know what I mean?
I get it. I like to look at the defense because we've seen it. We've seen the game script, how it affects on the other side. So I do take it into account. I mean, it's not a big part of my predictions or whatever, but my projections. But it is something that I think you got to take into account because it's going to translate into what type of game style they play on the other side. So
yeah, you know what I mean. And I mean, now you have Scott Turner over there, right? Scott Turner, if they can use Terry McLaurin in any way they used DJ Moore last year, give me Terry McLaurin.
That's a great point. Love that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, let's go on. Let's move on.
All right, let's get it going. We got OBJ coming in at 13, Amari Cooper at 14, DK Metcalf at 15, Cooper Kupp 16, DJ Chark 17, and Robert Woods 18. So with Odell, somebody's got to eat over there in the passing game. We've seen it happen in Minnesota with Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
So, it leads me to believe that OBJ, if he's healthy, he's got the talent. We've seen him do it before with a POS of a quarterback in Eli Manning. So why can't he do it with Baker Mayfield in a better offense with better coaching?
With a better line, too.
And a better line, too. All of that comes into effect. And I just, think about it. It's going to be a better game script, open things up for him. So I like him there. Amari Cooper, the pooper scooper, like you said, he comes in at 14. And you're right, bro. Like, you could move him up and down the list wherever you want. Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be able to produce? He was too up and down for me last year, so I had to move him down a little bit. DK Metcalf, number 15. I think he's going to continue to develop.
I love that.
I really feel like he's going to continue to develop. He's going to take that second-year jump that we've seen, other receivers make, and he's just going to continue to build.
You know what he is, bro? He's a big body. And you know what that system requires? They require targeting the tight end out of the slot in the red zone.
Yeah.
And it's not far fetched that when their tight ends went down, it's not far fetched to say that the DK Metcalf's gonna step up this year because when their tight ends went down last year, we seen DK running out of the slot. Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, Tyler Lockett actually took a step back because they used to move him around. But as soon as they got that big body in the red zone, they were actively trying to target him.
And that's what I like about him too, because you're bringing up, he's interchangeable. You could put him on the outside, you could line him up in a slot, you can move him in motion. Dude's talented, man. And again, I think he's gonna make that next jump this year, second year jump that we see wide receivers make. Next guy up, we got Cooper Kupp, Los Angeles Rams with Brandon Cooks, concussion Cooks out of there. Kupp's gonna be that main guy now. Him and Woods. They're interchangeable. It's all preference based, whoever you guys like better. But I got Kupp coming in just slightly over Woods. Then I got DJ Chark in Jacksonville. And I will bring up the game script type of thing. And Jacksonville's going to be hot garbage.
Yeah, their defense is going to be bad.
So I mean, Gardner Minshew is a more than. I actually like
I
him.
love Gardner Minshew, bro.
Like you talk about sleeper players, like he's a sleeper quarterback. Gardner Minshew, everybody's talking about him, but we all
Gardner
know he's a
Minshew
sleeper.
might be the death of me, bro. Because like him and the laddie, are guys that are sophomores. That like last year, my co-host, shout out to Steamboat Joe, shout out to the Guru. He would always be like, man, you're just in love with these guys too much. And then when I couldn't wait till they did something big, and I'd be like, what, motherfucker? I told you. You know what I mean? Like, I just love them too much, maybe. But, and then I even love that Jay Gruden's there. Because, come on, Kirk Cousins, my man Corky Kirk, damn near 3 seasons in a row with, 4,900 to 5,000 yards type of shit. Bro, Gardner Minshew, bro, he's going to chuck it.
Man, I feel like it too. So that's why I have DJ Chark coming in at 17, middle of the second tier for me, wide receiver too. I like him a lot. The connection's there. Dude balled out over 1,000 receiving yards, 8 receiving touchdowns. It's just a beautiful thing. I believe they're just gonna continue to grow. Second year, both of them together in the same system. Let's go, man. After him, yeah. After DJ Chark, to round up the number 18 guy is Robert Woods. Again, him and Cup.
Bobby.
To me, it's just whoever you have as a preference. Me, I have Robert Woods a little bit after him. I got him 16, 18. So you guys know how I'm feeling about them. They're gonna both eat in that offense. So I like Robert Woods too.
I took Bobby Woods. Everywhere last year, and this is another one of those ones I argue with my co-host all year. Because there was even some leagues I had both Cup and Bobby Woods because, like, I was going running back heavy like I do, and I was able to get Chris Godwin and Cooper Kupp, right? And then, or in this case, Chris Godwin and Robert Woods, like, just all the time, I just had it, you know what I mean? And like, it was just one of those things, bro. Like, cause I loved their value last year, and I love that their value isn't too far off this year. You know what I'm saying? And people are more so looking at Higbee. And I'm not mad at that, to be honest. I'm not mad at that because Sean McVay is a smart coach. I remember Sean McVay when he had Jordan Reed. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know how he knows how to fuck with the tight end. You know what I mean? But still, Robert Woods, PPR machine. Cooper Kupp, PPR machine. And I will say Robert Woods, he has the more field stretching ability if you want to compare to like Cooper Kupp. You know what I mean? But I will say Cooper Kupp definitely has the more red zone presence. Then that's why you properly have him above Bobby Woods.
Yes, sir.
So okay, so I'm gonna sound mine. I'll go ahead and sound mine off. Hold on. Look at the more like I've had hella drinks already. I'm like, okay, here we are. Here it is. Okay, I got my man Cortland Sutton. He flashed a lot. So you know what I'm saying, and I actually have him over Mike Evans because Mike, I feel like we are going to see a drop in...
Bogey.
What's that?
Bro.
What's that?
Slap yourself right now. How the hell do you have Cortland Sutton in front of Mike Evans, bro? That's disrespectful. You fucking kidding me?
Let me explain. And if it doesn't suffice, I will slap myself because I am numb from alcohol anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so listen. Cortland Sutton, he's a number one. He's a possession guy. You know what I'm saying? I love his talent. Maybe I'm too big on him. I am gonna say with the goddamn he's a third year guy, right? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, and I am using the third year breakout shit. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Him and Drew Lock, they did show some rapport. You know what I'm saying? You do have Pat Shurmur there, who loves to use, if it's not the tight end, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of 12 personnel. And Cortland Sutton, he shines on the outside. He's not a guy you want to move around. He's an outside guy, strictly. You know what I mean? But I have him over Mike Evans because, yes, Mike Evans is dope. Yes, he's going to have Tom Brady throwing him the ball. And versus Drew Lock throwing Cortland Sutton. Any day, I'm taking Tom Brady over Drew Lock, right? But we're not going to see as many we're not going to see over 600 pass attempts like we did with Jameis Winston, because they're going to be able to sustain drives with Tom Brady. It's going to be more of an efficient offense, and the benefactor as far as the receivers, to me, all day is going to be Chris Godwin because he will be the guy they put in the slot if it isn't 12 personnel. It's not going to be Evans. And you couple that with the fact that Evans is coming off a torn hammy, right? Yes, Evans might have a ton of touchdown receptions because he is a big, giant man, a fucking behemoth of a man in the red zone. But you also have Gronk and O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, other gigantic men. You know what I'm saying? So I could use that to support my argument. I'm just saying, like, as far as Courtland Sutton's usage goes, he's gonna be a number one read. You know what I mean? You know, Jefferson, Judy's a rookie. You know what I mean? It's gonna take him a while. You know what I mean? Like, it is Pat Shurmur, it is Vic Fangio. Those are old school minded guys. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, it's only gonna benefit Courtland Sutton more after the first 4 weeks. Because after the first 4 weeks, they're going to notice that, damn, they might need to dedicate number one coverage to Judy because he's fast, you know what I'm saying? And he's a great route runner. And then that'll open up even more for Courtland. But initially, Courtland's going to get the number one coverage. He's still a guy who can get contested catches, all that shit, man. Maybe I'm too big on him, too bullish. Either way, I have Courtland there. Then Mike Evans. Then A.J. Brown. I wanted to put A.J. Brown higher, but it's still a run-first team. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna need to depend on efficiency. And efficiency is one of the things that's hardest to replicate from year after year. I mean, look at what was his numbers last year. Do you have AJ Brown's numbers on the top of your head?
Yeah, I got you right here.
50.
So last year,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, was it like 50 something receptions, like 1,000 yards?
He had 52 receptions. It turned that into 1,051 receiving yards, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy,
phenomenal. I mean, like, if they can, but see the pass attempts. I mean, look at Ryan Tannehill. I mean, like you said, they paid him to not just be a guy to hand off the ball, right? Right? Hold on, let me pour something.
So we think.
Yeah, so we think. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, that defense is really great, to be honest.
True.
So, and yeah, they lost some pieces up front. Either way, like, on paper right now, as far as it stands, this is why I have AJ Brown down here. You know what I mean? Like, it's because I'm like, is he going to be able to replicate that efficiency? Maybe he'll be able to compensate for that efficiency if he gets more volume. But will he get more volume? That's the one thing. He's going to be a touchdown machine in that case because all you need to do is put the ball in his hand. But, like, that's why I have him so low. You know what I mean? Then I have Juju here. The only reason I have Juju down here is because I'm worried about the Tommy John. And I love that they have all these other pieces now at receiver that Juju could probably be solidified as that slot guy. And everybody knows historically, whoever's a slot guy is going to eat. So I love Juju there, but I just worry about because if Juju isn't in the slot, he's not good against number one coverage. We've seen that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's already proven.
Yeah, it's proven. So and then if he's outside, is he going to serve as a decoy? Because I don't know if Big Ben, or as I like to call him, Big Ben Rapist Burger, I don't know if he's going to be able to stretch the field like he used to. So if Juju's on the outside, that might affect him. Then I go ahead. I got my man Coolio Ridley. I like to call him Coolio because it rhymes with Julio, and I think they're a hell of a tandem.
Hell yeah.
Julio and Coolio. I don't really need to elaborate too much on him. Then I got my man DJ Chark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put him up higher. I actually had him where Juju was at initially, but I was just like, man, I got to go with proven more. And then this is going to be Chark's third year. You know what I'm saying? And Chark is just dope, man.
He is. He's fun to watch, man.
Fuck yeah. And then I think I just might be bullish on him, but still though, he's going to get volume. So anything I could say, any case I can make against him, it's going to be able to compensate with volume. Same thing like why I have Terry McLaurin so high. Because there are going to be a lot of pass attempts over there. There's going to be a lot.
Bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And we'll take that. You know what I mean? But
of course. Yeah, I mean, you got to follow the volume. The number one receiver of a team, it's hard to not like him. Or at least take a chance on him. And that's what Chark is. I like where you have him. Inside definitely a wide receiver too in your eyes.
Yeah, who has the potential of finishing in the top 12 for real.
He really does, man.
I'm definitely too bullish. Definitely too bullish on McLaurin. Cause I fucking love the Lottie. I love it. We don't during the year. Anytime he did something, I had this drop, these bagpipes drop, fire up the bagpipes. Remember,
I love it.
And we were just, bro. I just love.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was so right for the first 4 weeks, and then at one point in the year too, we came to a point. It was like, wait a minute, week 8, week 9, and my co-host was like, "Bro, is it time to drop the Laddie?" And I was like, "You know what, Playmakers, you know." Yes, he was our favorite WR3 to put in, our favorite third receiver, our favorite fucking flex. But you know what? I think it's safe to say, because now we're in the Dwayne Haskins experiment, right? So I'm like, it's safe to say we could drop him. And then in one of my Super Bowls, in one of my goddamn Super Bowls, my opponent, shout out to my brother-in-law Hernandez, he ended up picking him up during those times that I dropped him, and he started him against me during the goddamn Super Bowl, and he went off against the Giants, and I was like, the Laddie.
Oh, man. Yeah, 7 catches, 86 yards that game.
God damn it. And that put him over.
And you said you dropped him?
I dropped him.
Oh, that's even worse. Damn.
And you know who I dropped him for? I dropped him for Penny, because I was a Carson guy. I had Carson.
Okay.
And during that time, I had dropped him because someone who was fucking some dickhead had Penny and I didn't have him. I had Carson, and then he dropped him, and I was like, yes, swoop. And I had to make a business decision, and it was just like, at the time, my receivers were phenomenal. So I was like, fuck it, I'll drop the Laddie. You know what I mean? And it was just, bro, it came back to bite me right in the ass.
Right away, too. God damn.
Yeah. History.
We're going to keep it going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
19 through 24, I got Tyler Lockett. I got Scary Terry, 21.
Love it.
Adam Thielen, 22. I got Christian Kirk at 23. And Keenan Allen at 24. So, let's go. Juju coming back. I like the fact that they drafted Chase Claypool. They already got Deontay Johnson, who's a big-time sleeper I'm really high on the outside as well. It's going to allow Juju to be able to do his thing where he's comfortable the most in the slot. As long as Big Ben is healthy, Juju does have that top 12 upside. We know that. But let's see how he bounces back off of an injury. Like you said, there are some concerns with him. Number 20, Tyler Lockett. He's got that chemistry of Russ, Danger Russ. He loves him. He just got to stay healthy.
This is serious? My whole damn crew is dangerous. So dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Scary Terry after Tyler Lockett. That Tyler Lockett Dangerous connection, I love it, man. It's hard to shy away from that. So, 21, though, Scary Terry. And like you said, that Dwayne Haskins experiment, a lot of people were turned off about it. But Terry still came through, bro. He still balled out. So, I love it. I'm not scared with him. I got him at 21. Adam Thielen, 22. Diggs is gone. So, people will argue that Thielen should be up higher. I got him at 22. I want to see him stay healthy. I want to see how this offense looks. 23, I'm really, really high on Christian Kirk. He is somebody that
I love that one because nobody's looking at him. People are just automatically writing him off. He's not the greatest talent, but he has the rapport. They go back all the way to college. Bro, and here's the thing with Christian Kirk. If it's bad coverage, he's going to own it. He's going to own it.
Exactly.
Like all year last year, if there was good cover, if it was a good cornerback on him, don't start him. If it was bad cornerback play, start him. He's going to get secondary options all day now because there's Nuke Skywalker there.
Hell yeah. In Arizona, they're going to air that fucking ball out. Like you said earlier.
Yes.
See, if they throw the ball, so I was doing
If the floor is 600, if that's his floor.
So I was doing a post on target share and how D-Hop, he usually gets 30% of the target share. But there is proven records that when a player switches to another team, that target share drops. So I was like, okay, let's say D-Hop gets 28%. And that'll leave Kirk in between 20 to 22 because he's never had less than 20. He's already the number 2 guy because he passed up Larry Fitz last year in target share percentage. That's going to leave him at about 128 targets. And that was at a 575 clip that I put. That wasn't even 600.
Yeah.
So you could even imagine what I would do with 600. That's a surefire wide receiver 2 that you're going to be getting at the 9th round as your wide receiver 4 or 5.
Okay,
like,
let
give
me
me
ask
all
you.
of Christian Kirk.
So you're definitely, while everyone's looking at Deontay Johnson, you're definitely grabbing the Christian Kirk over him.
Yes, I got Kirk
I would
higher
too.
by
I would too
8
now.
by 8 spots. I got him higher, 8 spots.
Bro, you got me sold on that, bro.
Yeah, man, opportunity's there. And again, I'm going to go back to something that me and you both like to use. I like looking at the defensive side of the ball. If the defense is giving up points, what do you think the offense is going to do?
I
Oh,
don't
fuck
think
it, let's give
Isaiah-
up. Let's just stop, let's stop playing. No, they're going to air that motherfucking ball out, man. That's what they're going to do.
Bro, hold on, I just took a shot. Bro, I will say this. Isaiah Simmons isn't going to massively turn that entire defense around. Bro, yes, maybe we can't stream tight ends against Arizona's defense as much anymore because Isaiah Simmons is going to be great against tight end coverage, right?
Yep.
But, god damn it, they're going to be giving up points, and they know it, so they're going to try to beat it to the punch by just putting the foot on the gas pedal and throwing this goddamn pigskin. I'm telling you.
Full fucking throttle.
Full throttle.
Yes, sir. My last guy, Keenan Allen, number 24. After Christian Kirk, I have him over here. I have him right behind him just because there's going to be a quarterback change at some point during the year. The chemistry's already going to be off because the offseason is not the same. I just worry about that. A lot of concerns with Keenan. I mean, you can get him at a value. I'm not going to lie. I got him in the I think it was a 5th or 6th round of a mock draft the other day. I was fucking surprised.
And he's still phenomenal as a talent, bro.
He is. I have my skepticism about him. I like some other players.
Because of Tyrod Taylor?
Well, I like Tyrod, but the thing is...
What do we know about Herbert the pervert?
Look, a lot of the comps that I heard are not too good, honestly. A lot of people are telling me that he's going to flop.
You know what's good about Keenan Allen? He's great in the short. He's great in the shorter A dot. You know what's bad about the pervert, Herbert the pervert?
What's that?
Is like, mind you, I remember some of his college film, but I'll just look at him in the combine when there's nobody in your face, right? His shorter passes were going straight into the ground. Like, he's good at stretching the field. Like, I would like Mike Williams might, his 30-yard average depth of target might continue because if it's Justin Herbert there, because Herbert can definitely stretch the field. He's accurate, more so when you compare to his shorter passes. In the fucking combine, watch his combine film, bro. It's horrendous. I'm like, how the fuck?
And I'm glad you brought that up because that's kind of like one of the things is like, I'm worried about that quarterback change. They drafted him high. We know what's going to happen. So I worry about the chemistry, how it's going to disrupt things. And that's pretty much my concern with Keenan Allen. He comes in at 24 for me. So those are my guys. Who do you got?
Okay. All right. Hold on. I almost want Jamaican horns real quick. Yes, let's go. Okay.
Chit.
All right. I got Jamaican horns to buy me some time to go ahead and find my place. Right?
That'll work.
Hey, what you drinking on? What you got going there?
I got Red Stripe, man. Shout out
Nice.
Jamaica, brewed in Jamaica.
So that's why we Jamaicans. I Jamaican horns, and I heard you bust another one open. Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say, right on cue.
Yeah, hey, I fuck with Red Stripe. That shit's delicious.
Hell
actually.
yeah.
It's delicious. Okay, so now to close this thing up, right? I got my man. I don't want to say my man because it sound weird when I say this. When I say his nickname, I got the Flamer, OBJ himself. I call him the Flamer because he's very flamboyant, but you know what I mean. You know those plucked eyebrows? They tell me something. That's why I call him the Flamer. Then I got Keenan Allen. Then I got the Hilton Hotel because I feel like he'll be open. Then I got my man Debo. Then I got Parker. Then I got white boy Adam. Adam Thielen
okay.
to close it up. So now, you already touched on Thielen, so I don't need to elaborate on him. I know you you didn't have Hilton anywhere here, huh?
I did not, bro.
Yeah.
No TY.
I was gonna say you did have him outside. I have Hilton there based on the fact that I feel like, here, there I go again. I feel like, you know what? Fuck that. Feel like and think is I'm saying I don't even feel bad saying that shit anymore because you know what? Who the fuck has a crystal ball? If we had a crystal ball, we would say I know all day, right? Anyway,
bro. At the same time, too, you got to go with your intuition too.
It's
like
true.
there's gonna that plays a certain part. So if I don't mind saying like, yo, at the end of the day, tiebreaker, I give it to this guy because I feel like he's gonna. I just have a better feeling about him.
And you know what? It's the same way when I'm in a casino and I'm like, put it on red. I feel it. You know what I mean? But
I feel it in the air, man. Put it right there. Give me that cash, man.
Yes. Okay, so I have T.Y. Hilton there because this is going to be the best quarterback throwing him the ball since, Andrew Luck. Yes, T.Y. Hilton is a smaller guy. He's always riddled with hamstrings, which kind of makes me blame trainers sometimes, to be honest with you, bro. Like, look at Houston last year. Look at Houston. This is not, I know Hilton's on Houston, but look at Houston. They always have hamstrings.
All
There's
the time.
something wrong with their trainers over there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in Hilton, in this case, you always with a hamstring. It might be a trainer thing. Either way, he's going to have a quarterback who could actually throw the ball. You know what I mean? Like, my man, Jacoby Brissett, the grilled beef brisket himself. The meat slab is what I used to call him last season. The meat slab! I come up with the most ignorant shit. But yes, the meat slab.
I love it.
He would take off sometimes instead of checking down even. So in this case, you got T.Y. Hilton and Phillip Rivers. It's a guy. Phillip Rivers is going to be the first time he's going to be able to survey a field for real. You know what I mean?
True.
He's not going to have so much.
All day.
Yeah, for real, dog. It's going to be kind of fun to watch. Because I wonder if, he's going to be throwing them shot put style passes all inaccurate. Because maybe having no time made him more sharper. You know what I mean? We're going to see with him in his later career. Because he had to adapt to that bad line for years, you know what I mean? But either way, Hilton, I have him up there. Debo, he is going to be used as more of a number one option. I remember Hussein actually brought this up. He's like, I feel like Debo will be a better, more used more in a traditional fashion as an outside wide receiver. Because, we used him like a gadget guy too. And mind you, in the Shanahan system, it is intricate. It took him, and he was a rookie. And even though as young as Shanahan is, he gives people the rookie treatment. It took him 8 weeks to get a full complement of snaps. You know what I'm saying? And maybe because by this time, he had a full grasp of the playbook. Yep. Or a bigger grasp, I should say. So then, boom, we started seeing Debo get off. You know what I'm saying? And now, here's the one thing I worry about Debo. And probably why you don't even have him up here in your top 24. Is because of the goddamn fact that he's going to play against Jalen Ramsey twice, Patrick Peterson twice. Then we're going to play and I'm not worried about the Seahawks secondary, but then we're going to go ahead and play against the NFC East. So he's going to play against James Bradbury from the Giants. He's going to play against Darius Slay from the Eagles. I'm not worried about the Redskins secondary, right? I'm not worried about the Redskins secondary. Not worried about the Cowboys secondary or the rookie Diggs. Then you go ahead on to the AFC East. Fucking Stephon Gilmore. Goddamn. Yeah. Tre'Davious White from the Bills. Goddamn Xavier Howard from the Dolphins. Like, I feel like we'll beat the Dolphins. I feel like we'll beat the Jets. I'm not worried about the Jets. You know what I mean? We're gonna have trouble with the Patriots even without Brady, and we're gonna have trouble with Stephon Gilmore. With the Bills, with with Tre'Davious White.
Yeah.
With all that said, hey, we might even win those games, but Debo might be quiet in those games.
I can see that.
Now I just listed like 10 times that I would feel uncomfortable with Debo. You know what I mean? Like, the only reason I have him up there is because, and to couple the fact that he's in a low pass volume offense. And Debo was actually fairly efficient last year with his amount of targets. I you know what? To be honest, bro, let me put the hat on. Boom. That's why he's in the top 24. I almost had to have my guy in there because I believe in him too as a talent. And you know what too? Good teams, they'll make in-game adjustments. If Kittle is going off, especially when we play the Rams, Look at all the times when Ramsey played against the Patriots, right? You know what I mean? He would be on like, you know, a goddamn what's his name? Chris Hogan, or you know what I mean? And then Gronk would be going off. They'd be like, "No, you're on Gronk now." You know what I mean?
True.
We might see Kittle going off, and it'd be like, "Okay, Jalen Ramsey's on Kittle," and then Debo can get off. I'm just saying, like, he's gonna only get off against all those corners that I said if they're not on him.
Yeah, man, that's a good point you brought up, man. It's a lot of tough DBs, a big matchup. But you know what? Debo's the type of guy, I could see him taking this shit like a challenge. Like, you know what, bro?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the league know that I'm not fucking around. I'm for real.
And
so
that's
I don't mind you having Debo right there. I actually like. I
He's
don't have
gonna
him
be
too far
taking
off.
many chains still. I still believe it. Give me the chains.
I see that. I see that.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be tucking their shit. You know what I mean? And then I closed up with White Boy Adam. You know what I'm saying? It's a volume thing. On a low pass volume offense, he's just gonna be he's steady gonna be the trusted guy initially. As long as he's healthy. Because honestly, like, I love Justin Jefferson, but it's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen immediately, because even like Hussein the Brain, he made up a good point, because he knows guys all over the industry, and he was like, bro, he's like, everyone I know that told me about Justin Jefferson, they said he still requires a lot of work. Like, don't expect it season 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's coming into a role. The opportunity is going to be there, but like you said, who is he going to rely on? Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, or Adam Thielen? It's going to be Adam Thielen all day.
And you know who I argued over is his former teammate Diggs, because like, man,
for real?
Yeah, like, who do I put over each other? And
we actually have Diggs in the same spot. We both have him 27th.
Yeah, see, and that's how as far as I dropped Diggs. Because at the end of the day, Diggs is goddamn. It's Josh Allen the Stallion, man. He loves to call his own number. He would love anytime there's double coverage, he'll probably take off, bro. If everything's breaking down, and you know what I mean, and there's double coverage on Diggs, he's gonna run. You know what I mean? Like, he's still not smart. I mean, you know my stance on Josh Allen as much as I love him. For God's sakes, he got stuck in a revolving door. Like, his decision making isn't that great. The revolving door goes in one way. It goes one way. How do you not figure your way out of this thing? Do I need to put you? If I trap him in a gigantic paper bag, will he be stuck? You know what I mean? Like, if can he punch his way out of a wet paper bag? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Too many questions.
Too many questions. And I will say, Diggs, being the leader of the soft tissue injury gang, then you put him in cold weather. Granted, Minnesota might be colder or as cold as Buffalo, but they were playing indoors. Now Stephon Diggs outside. I don't know, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but yeah, man, this was okay. Real quick, let's rapid fire. Give me some late rounders at QB, and let's start with tight end. Give me some late round targets that you really like. Let's start with tight end.
I think the tight end right now, the biggest name that's going around late round is Hayden Hurst.
I know, man.
We all see why, but I'm not gonna get into that one too much. Jonnu Smith with Tennessee, I love him. I love him a lot. The dude's athletic. He can catch the ball. You guys cannot forget Delaney Walker was a thing in Tennessee for a reason. They're gonna use their tight ends, and Jonnu Smith, he's gonna break out in a big way this year. I feel like he's got top 10, top 8 upside. Jonnu Smith, you guys can get him almost free in leagues right now, ADP wise. Yeah. So those are my tight ends.
I want to yell at my co-host real quick. You hear me? You hear us, Guru? Not Spencer the Guru, but my man Steamboat Joe the Guru. Because there's so many goddamn gurus out there. But either way, you hear me? I've been telling you about Jonnu. And he kept saying, well, Delaney Walker. I was like, shut the fuck up. And now there is no Walker. What you talking about now? You know what he's talking about now? Yeah, bro, I'm all about Jonnu Smith. Like, yeah, shut the fuck up. I told your ass. Oh.
Opportunities there, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Hayden Hurst and Jonnu are definitely my two guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hussein the Brain. Everybody check out that episode. He actually he was like, yo, I'm going to give you one really late. He said Chris Herndon. But you know what? I'm not going to go that deep. I actually will honorable mention. I'll say Noah Fant because everybody's off him, and and listen, rookie. He already flashed as a rookie, and rookie tight ends who they drafted, Albert O. Right, I can't pronounce his last name, so we'll call him Albert O.
Yeah, Albert O. Everybody calls him that.
He's still gonna be a rookie, bro. So I will still put Noah Fant in that conversation. A guy who probably be a waiver wire acquisition or like a Mr. Irrelevant pick. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. All right, what else you got? Oh, QB.
All right,
QB. Yeah.
QBs, late round. I love Matthew Stafford. We were talking about the projections with Kenny Galladay.
Love it.
How that was going to look, and he was on pace for a record year for himself. Over 5,000 passing yards would have been really nice. And I also like Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. I love him. Rookie coming in. The defense is trash. The offense has all the weapons in the world, so I see he's going to thrive.
Woo!
He's going to lean a lot on Joe Mixon.
And that secondary, super trash.
Thank you. So AJ Green, you got him over there. Hopefully he stays healthy. I know it's a big if, but if he does, that's going to be big time.
T. Higgins?
Tyler Boyd. Yes, thank you. T. Higgins.
Oh, I love Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd. They also even got Auden Tate. They got all these weapons, not to mention Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And that offensive line has improved. So I love this year. Second year, these players are going to gel in the system, and Joe Burrow is going to come in as a rookie, and these guys are going to have the grasp of the playbook, and that's just only going to help them out. So those are my two right there.
Okay, my two is different from yours, which I love. So we could have fun with this. But my man, Gardner Minshew, the Ginsu, as I like to call him.
Hell yeah.
I call him the Ginsu because I have the theory, the bogey theory, is that he doesn't even trim his own mustache. It's his razor sharp swag. His razor sharp swag just trims his own mustache, and it goddamn it's the sharpest mustache in the game. Matter of fact, he doesn't even wear underwear. He only wears a jock strap. You know what I'm saying? And that's right. He does his warm-ups in the goddamn jock strap. This motherfucker is just one of those motherfuckers that I might be way too high on. You know I get high. But I'm trying to tell you, I love the Ginsu in Jay Gruden's system because Kirk Cousins, and oh my God, and more importantly, bro, 5th in rushing at the QB position as a rookie. 300,
Can't be mad at that at all.
300 plus yards on the ground. You know what I'm saying? The Minshew will take off. The Ginsu. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then this one I'm not really too proud to say because I just, this one I argue with in my head all the time. But Danny Dimes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Danny Dimes. But Danny Dimes, when I need Evan Ingram to be healthy. Because other than that, it's only premised on the fact that you got Saquon Barkley there. You know what I mean? And I can remember a Zeke year where there wasn't. Remember when Dak didn't really have too many outside options. So what did Zeke do that year? 70 balls.
Oh yeah,
right.
Hell yeah.
This is no knock to Golden Tate. This is no knock to to Slayton. Right. This is no knock to Sterling Shepard. But the best receiving option is Evan Ingram. If he can stay healthy, and again, what is Evan Ingram? He's a tight end. We've seen Jason Witten always be involved with clapping ass, goddamn, the gingerest of them all. What's his name? Jason Garrett. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a clapping away on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? So shit, man. I think but also with everything I just said. You know what I mean? They're obviously going to emphasize the run because Saquon is phenomenal. But and they addressed that line with their first round pick, which was probably one of the best linemen in the draft. But I will say this. Garrett, the one thing that worries about my Danny Dimes late round call is the fact that before Kellen Moore was the OC, Dak was a goddamn he was like a 3,600 yard passer. You know what I mean? And he took a massive leap when Kellen Moore got in there as the OC. And Kellen,
yeah.
Right? But I could also take us back to Tony Romo days if I wanted to find some way to to make my case. You know what I mean? But Danny Dimes ain't no passer like Tony Romo. So
no, not even close.
No, not
yet.
Yeah. But you know what? And then I have an extremely poor man's honorable mention. Does that make any sense? But my man, Darnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean?
For real? Sam Darnold?
I think, yeah, but mind you, let me preface this. These three guys I just mentioned, these are only guys I'm looking at late in goddamn Superflex. That's it. And
I like that.
and I will have these guys as my third QBs. Matter of fact, Hussein the Brain even brought up Garoppolo. Yo, in Superflex or 2 QB leagues, I'm happy to have Garoppolo.
He's gonna have his games. Yeah, he should have his games.
And Garoppolo's kind of like the Julio in that sense, where like on a per game basis, he's not the greatest, but he has these blow up games. You know what I mean? Because, bro, if you look at Garoppolo's numbers, he almost had 4,000 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, only 10 picks. When I read that and I watched the games, I'm a season ticket holder. I fell out of my chair. I was like, for real? Because my favorite saying last year is we're winning ugly with handsome Jimmy. I'm like, I didn't know he's putting up numbers like that. It's kind of weird, but it made sense. It is Shanahan. You know what I mean?
I was just about to say that's all Shanahan right there. But
it really is.
I like that. I like that. Winning ugly with handsome Jimmy. That goes.
Bro, I was saying that all season last year. I wanted to make shirts, but people would have been hot at me because it was the truth. Yeah,
for sure, man.
Yeah, man, my brother.
Yes, sir. Where you want to go now? You want to go running backs? You want to go receivers? With sleepers?
Yeah. Let's continue this real quick before we close this out. Hit me off some late round running back acquisitions that, you know what I'm saying, that you feel like, you know what I'm saying, that maybe that you end up with on your drafts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So a couple running backs that I really really like. One of them is Zach Moss from Buffalo. We spoke about him briefly earlier. He's gonna have that red zone goal line opportunity. I feel like he's going to be cash. He's going to be somebody with a lot of high upside. Somebody else is Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard going to Miami. Yeah. He's always been consistent.
I'll even say my man Breida even. I'll throw that in there too.
Yeah, you know what? You could take a swing with one or the other. A Jordan Howard or a Matt Breida. Either way. But I like Jordan Howard, especially where you could get him one of those, like, you'll be like your running back 4, but he's going to have nice upside. He's going to have his week. So, yeah, brother. Those are the two that I like. Who do you like?
Okay, at running back, right now, with there's some kind of Sony Michel news. I'm fucking so drunk right now, and I love it. And then, you know when I say so drunk, it's because I hit the weed right now, and fucking, you know when you're drunk and you hit the weed, you go, woo! You do the
I'm already there, bro.
I know, right? And you know what? Just don't look at the time. Because then when you look at the time, it puts things in perspective. As long as we don't know the time of day, we just keep going. You know what I mean? Because we're about to, Playmakers, we're about to follow this up. We're going to, after this episode, you guys won't see it, but we're going to, me and Smokey here, we're going to take a quick intermission. And I'm going to gracefully, or as much as I can gracefully, you know what I'm saying, join him on his segment. You know, I guess you can't really call it a pod, right? Not necessarily. We're gonna
do an IGTV.
There it is.
We're gonna do an IGTV real quick on my page, and next week you're gonna be our guest on Bears, Brews, and the Bros.
Yeah. Okay, so now with that said, right? I'm looking. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Sony Michel. I forget what I read. I mean, if you want to,
he's coming off of it. Like there was something going on with recovering from an injury. He had surgery or something like that.
Damian Harris.
Damian Harris.
Everyone's like old James White or Rex Burkhead. No. Give me Damian Harris. He's the guy who's both of those guys combined. You know what I mean? Belichick, he will keep a guy in the holster for a while. You know what I mean? Belichick be doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? So I will end up with a lot of him late just to speculate. Also, if I want to get crazy,
let's get crazy, man. Let's get crazy.
If I want to get crazy, Jerick McKinnon, like super duper duper late.
Little stash play.
Yeah, because and he'll probably be a guy I drop week 1 because I don't know his status. You know, especially if you're drafting right now, Playmakers. If you're drafting right now, you know what I mean? Because we haven't seen camp yet. Because I don't know the status of Jerick McKinnon, but the fact that we're paying him, I feel like he'll be in the rotation if he's healthy. You know what I mean? Because we do run 3 running backs. I love Mostert being a mid-round value. Love it. But I probably won't end up with a ton of him because I live in the Bay Area. A lot of Niner fans. A lot of Raider fans even that'll just go in and swoop him. So and they're gonna pull him up earlier than I would want him. And then I'm not a Tevin Coleman guy. Tevin Coleman is like a 9th, 10th rounder, to be honest. But we're talking later than this. And I'll take a shot on Jerick McKinnon just to see what it do. Because what I'm saying, there, I ain't even crazier. Like if it was a deeper league, motherfuckers are talking about. Like, shout out to my man Sky from the Candlestick Kids podcast. He's talking about Jeff Wilson Jr. even. You know what I mean? But
damn.
Yeah, but you know what though? Stash. I will backpack Hussein the Brain. He was talking about Tariq Cohen, and I actually love that one.
Yeah, the thing about Cohen is they line him up all over the field. I really like
he's not just a running back.
Do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think he was up there with Austin Eckler as far as snaps played, either on the outside or something like that.
Yeah, as a receiver.
Back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
So I like that. That's a good ass call, Tariq Cohen.
And let's go with what else do we need? Oh, I think we covered it all. Oh, okay. Even if I don't want to, we don't really talk defenses honestly on this show, but I will say I love the Chargers' schedule to start off the year because I'm a streaming defense guy. I'm a streaming kicker guy. You know what I mean? I don't ever get married to those things, but to start off the year because people are so off the Chargers, they're always my last pick every time I do these mock drafts. The Chargers defense, because if you look at their schedule, it's phenomenal, and that defense, fucking dope. I don't give a fuck what no one says. You look at the first 4 weeks. I have a defense I can slot in before I feel like I gotta move on. You know what I mean?
No, they got a cold ass defense. Derwin James, Bosa, and them. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like look at Bosa, Melvin Ingram. Then they drafted Kenneth Murray, or I forget the linebacker they drafted.
Oh man, I know you're talking about. I forget his name right now. And on top of that,
then the secondary.
I also like. Yes, I was just about to get there.
Derwin James. They brought in Chris Harris Jr. They have Casey Hayward. Fucking phenomenal, dude.
It's top notch, man.
Yeah, man. And with Gus Bradley there, who shines as a goddamn DC.
Hey, did we miss the wide receivers? I think we missed the wide receiver sleepers, bro.
Okay, no, you're right. We did miss them. Let's go.
I think we did. Just real quick, because we get caught up in the moment here.
Yeah, I tend to do this, but you know what though?
I do it too. It's all good.
And we're not in no hurry either. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we rocking.
Let's go. So yeah, the last 2 sleepers I got. We're going to go with Deontay Johnson. We brought him up earlier in Pittsburgh. I love the dude. He balled out last year with a bump-ass Max Rudolph that the only thing I remember him doing is getting smacked in the head by Myles Garrett's helmet. That's the only thing I remember about him last year. Saying Deontay Johnson.
Oh, yes. And he was a hell of a return man, too, bro.
Oh, shit. Yes, thank you. Deontay Johnson, he was still able to produce with a horrible quarterback. We're going to see what he does with Big Ben, with the healthy Juju. Should open things up. James Conner with that hunchback of Notre Dame going on now. We should be straight. I like Deontay Johnson as a late guy.
I'm calling him the hunchback of Notre Dame from now on.
You seen that, right?
Yes, I did.
Well, we're going to see how that translates. So we're going to see how those pads fit once the season gets going. My last wide receiver, I got Mecole Hardman, Kansas City. I got to get a piece of that action.
Oh,
I
you know what I call him?
Guy.
I call him the caveman.
Caveman.
Yeah, because he says, Mecole Hardman. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense.
Like when he introduces himself. Hey, yo, this is my homie Mecole right here. Yes, Mecole Hardman.
That goes perfect. That goes perfect for him. I like that. Mecole Hardman.
Yes.
Caveman.
Yes, the fastest caveman. You know why? Because he had to outrun these saber-tooth tigers, bro. He had to.
He's ready. He's ready. He's gone. Give him that ball and he's gone.
You know who's my guy? And I hate it because on my episode, Hussein the Brain stole this one from me, man. Before I could say it, because I can't, because as a true gentleman, I let my guests go first, right? But he stole my Anthony Miller, man. I love Anthony Miller.
That. Yes, thank you.
I love him, bro.
Bear the fuck down, man.
Bear the fuck down. And listen, it's not just because you are a Bears fan why I bring this up, bro. Listen, all the hype on him, rightfully so, right? We've seen him produce. Now you bring in John DeFilippo, and you added big swinging Dick Nick. Look at last season. Why was everybody on D.D. Westbrook? Because he's a slot guy in a John DeFilippo system with Big Dick Nick, right? You can now go back to John DeFilippo's time with the Eagles with Big Dick Nick, right? What did they do? They goddamn traded for Golden Tate late in the season because they didn't have a proper slot guy because goddamn who was the guy with the brick hands?
You're not talking about
come on now.
Oh man, Aguilar. You're talking about Aguilar.
Aguilar wasn't handling, so they had to go ahead and trade for Golden Tate from the Lions. And then what did he do? All of a sudden, bang, 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 just hitting off the slot receiver, because that's what Nick Foles does. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna play.
Find him, man.
Right. So now you couple all that in Chicago now, and it's Anthony Miller. It's Miller time, baby. Where's my Jamaicans at? We're drinking Red Stripes, goddammit. Where you at? Hold on. Ah, damn it. Of course I
Let's
dropped.
get him in here, man. It's motherfucking Miller time.
Hold on. Of course I dropped my phone. Oh, there it is. God damn it. Where's the Jamaicans? Let's pull them up. Yeah! Miller time. Bumbaclot.
Yes, sir. Not playing around, man.
And then also my man, who I actually have finishing fairly high in my projections, is my man Denzel Mims. You know what I'm saying? Remember Mims, the rapper? This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Bro, I can't wait till he starts getting active so that could be the drop for him. Because like Denzel Mims as his skill set is phenomenal. His talent, he's physical. He's still raw. Granted, he's still raw, but 50-50 balls, everything. He could do it all, man. And my man, Donald Schwarzenegger, the Terminator himself. Granted, hopefully he doesn't get the Mono T-1000 attacking his ass again. You know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
Other than that, man, like, you know, what other late round guys? At receiver, I don't know. Okay, here's a really drunk one. I mean, as much as we're on AJ Brown, you know, with your last pick overall, or even a waiver wire guy, you know what I'm saying, just to speculate, fucking Corey Davis still, man.
Man, I mean, a late round guy, you might just take a swing. I'm not mad at it.
Maybe not draft him, but like, or even if you are, it's the very last pick, you know what I mean? Because nobody in the history of anybody this year is going to be looking at Corey Davis. And he's still a great talent, but it's still a low pass volume offense. And then also another honorable mention, like as far as late round guys that I actually would draft, would be like, I hate looking at the Jets because goddamn it, you know, because I am affiliated with my man Joe. Shout out to Turn Up the Jets. But fucking what's his name? Crowder.
Yeah, Jamison Crowder. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just looking for a PPR guy that's gonna pile up some shit. You know what I mean?
I got another one. A drunk recommendation.
Yes.
I guess you could call it. I got Paris Campbell.
Oh my god, I love Pettery.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god,
playing out of the slot. We already know how Phillip Rivers likes to slap receivers, man.
Yes, he comps the best to Keenan Allen, and like the coaching staff actually, Frank Reich actually came out and said he will be our designated slot. Oh my god, I forgot about him. That's a good one, Fornicator.
Don't trip.
That's a good one,
Paris
Smokey.
Campbell.
Perry!
The pride of Ohio State, Buckeye, baby.
I was a Paris Campbell. I streamed him so much last year, and I fucked myself off every time. I was just so about him, bro. I'm like, listen, he's
Don't trip, bro.
Yeah.
This year comes the bounce back.
Yes. Okay. My man, the Fornicator. My man, Smoking Jay.
Yes, sir.
The host of Bears, Brews, and the Bros. Let them know where they can find you and where they can find all your content, my brother.
Yes, sir. So on Instagram, you guys can find me, Fantasy Fornicator. On Twitter, FF Fornicator. My podcast with the Bros. On Instagram, Bears, Brews, and the Bros. That is a DA for the Bros. Make sure you guys give us a follow. Appreciate all the love and support. Bogey, appreciate you again, brother, having me on your show.
Yeah,
It's
you
always
already
a
know, my
blast.
brother.
Anytime, bro. I'm here.
And Playmakers, bro. I do want to tell my brother, man, anytime you got me too, man. You know what I'm saying? We in this thing for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking around. And,
Already, bro.
And I will say this, man, like, I love doing the extendo episodes with you because it's chock full of value for the Playmakers. It's chock full of value for the bros out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, man, it's a match made in heaven, bro. Like, the universe brought us together, and this is why we continue to do this thing. I can't wait. You know what's funny is, like, before we're about to do this IGTV thing, I'm about to do some stretches. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my Gardner Minshew on. I'm about to get the jock strap, butt naked. You know what I'm saying? do all my stretches, all my pregame warm-ups. You know what I'm saying? Because
Let's make it count.
Yeah, we're gonna make it count, baby. Hey, for sure, my brother. I'll see you.
Yes,
See
sir.
you in a few.
Hell yeah, for sure, bro. Love.
Hey, hang
Peace
on
out.
for a second, though. I'm about to cut this thing off. Oh yeah, you know what? Hit that Bears drop one time. You know what I'm saying? In honor of my mans.
A team that is known as the Bears.